You'd have to be pretty smart to catch these details. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today, we're counting down our picks for the top 20 small details in Brooklyn Nine-Nine you never noticed. For this list, we'll be going over the little things you may not have picked up while watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
It's hard getting him out of his shell.
Tell me about it. Every time we get emotional, he's like, nice, smart.
Number 20, Jake's facial hair.
You know I had a major crush on Magnum PI. Major.
Oh, should I grow a mustache?
Yeah, you should.
Actually, I can't. I'm physically incapable. I shouldn't have suggested that.
Jake Peralta has a complicated relationship with facial hair. On the one hand, he's been highly critical of it on others, such as Charles Boyle's ill-fated goatee Bianca.
It looks like you unclogged a shower drain with your mouth.
Yeah, you look exactly like the guy in the Don't Talk to Strangers poster.
No, I don't.
On the other hand, he's claimed that he's physically incapable of growing a mustache.
For today is the day I forever change.
Ooh, are you finally growing a mustache?
No, you know I can't do that, and it's cruel of you to keep bringing it up.
Despite Jake's assertion, however, upon his stay in prison due to being framed, Jake easily grows a full beard and mustache with seemingly no issue. They say prison changes a man, so maybe that would explain his sudden surge in facial follicles. But it's far more likely that this was just a writing oversight.
Good morning, Caleb.
You woke up happy for once.
You're damn right I did.
Number 19, two lawns.
I need to talk to Larry about an issue with our shared fence. Larry, I need to talk to you about an issue with our shared fence.
Following a run-in with a mobster, Jake and Captain Holt's lives are placed in danger, prompting them to be placed in witness protection. Despite their new cover identities, the duo can't help but let their true personalities and opinions shine through on occasion.
What's your favorite movie?
Die Hard.
Wrong. Jake's favorite movie is Die Hard. I asked you for Larry's favorite movie.
Two people can have the same favorite movie.
They can, but they don't. Larry's favorite movie is Failure to Launch.
While this is most obviously reflected in the dialogue, it's also evident from their lawn maintenance. While Holt, or Greg as he's known in Florida, takes meticulous care of his lawn, Jake or Larry does not, reflecting Peralta's typical lazy attitude. If anyone from the Nine-Nine stopped by, they could probably tell whose house was whose based on the exterior alone.
Morning, Greg.
Morning, Larry.
Number 18, Jake's Mustang.
The deal is, if Amy gets more rest, Jake has to give her his car. It's an old Mustang and it's pretty sweet.
Jake loves his car, even if it does smell like cheese. It's played an important role at various points throughout the show.
I bet there's a better vantage point from the roof.
And I bet it doesn't smell like old cheese.
In the first season, Jake wagered it in a bet with Santiago, and he eventually sold the car to pay back Terry in anticipation of the sergeant's new baby.
I sold my car. It's not a big deal. Oh my God, this is such a huge deal!
While Peralta's love for the vehicle is certainly one part sentimental, it's also for its cool factor.
Finally catch him, cuff him, throw him up against that car. Turned out there was a for sale sign in the window, and it being the best day of my life, I bought it.
The car is a dark green Mustang Fastback, the same model and color as the one used by Steve McQueen's character in the film Bullet. While Bullet may not be Jake's favorite cop movie, we all know that's Die Hard, it's still one of the many fun nods to police films throughout the show. Number 17, For Drink Amy. In a season 2 episode Beach House, Gina lists what happened to Amy after she's had a certain number of drinks.
1 drink, Amy's a little spacey. Wait,
What?
2 drinks, loud Amy.
You wanna get a cab?
3 drinks, Amy dance pants. 4 drink Amy is a bit of a pervert.
For example, after 3 drinks, Amy dances, and after 4 drinks, she becomes a little perverted. Well, during Jake and Amy's date in season 3, Amy orders 4 shots in order to calm her nerves.
Let's just get super drunk.
Yes, great idea. Pardon me, ma'am. Could you please bring us 4 kamikaze shots?
And 4 for me as well.
Ah, I like your style.
And well, that's the first night the couple sleep together. There's no doubt that Gina is super perceptive, but it's also really funny just how predictable Amy is as well. Number 16, Hitchcock's pocket comb. Detective Michael Hitchcock is usually spoken of in the same breath with his longtime partner Norm Scully. Hitchcock and Scully may have a mutual interest in laziness and food, but the former is easily differentiated by virtue of his inappropriate sexual comments, propensity for taking off his shirt, and bald head.
What happened to our bro code? Badge before badge?
Hitchcock, no.
You always get mad when I spend time with Cindy, so I lied because I didn't want you to throw a fit.
And yet, in spite of that last characteristic, Hitchcock can frequently be seen carrying a comb in his pocket. While it has yet to be addressed on the show, it's a neat bit of character through costuming. We can definitely picture Hitchcock using it on his remaining hair before approaching a woman to say something extremely inappropriate.
I gotta tell you the truth, Hitchcock. Can I tell you the truth? You and me, man, we're gonna be co-captains. But first, I'm taking you to Japan. I'm already packed.
Number 15, Hitchcock's tattoo.
Mr. 99.
Why are you putting a gun in your mouth?
I'm blowing smoke off the barrel. It's cool.
The barrel is fully inside your mouth. You're clearly about to kill yourself.
You're just jealous because he's got the arrest record and you don't. Yeah, suck on this. Click. Pow.
You pulled the trigger, man. That was a suicide.
Hitchcock and Scully are two of our favorites on the show, and we laughed really hard when Hitchcock got a tattoo of himself and proclaimed that he's Mr. 99. This tattoo wasn't just a one-off joke either, as in season 5 when Terry and Holt are visiting Rosa in prison, they bump into Hitchcock, who's there to see his prison lover.
Jenny, baby.
I love what prison's doing to your figure.
Yeah, apparently he's got a prison lover. He strips off his shirt in a moment of passion, and there it is again, keeping things nicely consistent. We love Hitchcock, but that's gotta be the world's ugliest tattoo.
The only one that is acting like himself is Hitchcock.
You! Shirt back on!
Stop being such a prude!
Number 14, Terry's Spider-Man house. Given that Sergeant Terry Jeffords is both uncommonly strong and extremely kind, it's not hard imagining him as a superhero. Well, as it turns out, he lives in the same house as one. The exterior location of the home Terry shares with his beautiful wife and daughters just so happens to be the exact one used in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films for Peter Parker's childhood home. To think, Terry's walking in the footsteps of Aunt May, Uncle Ben, and the web slinger himself. Sergeant Jeffords might not be particularly acrobatic, but the big guy knows a thing or two about great power and great responsibility.
Oh, damn, Terry.
Number 13, Fire Marshal Boone. The 99th Precinct has a semi-recurring rivalry with the fire department, Fire Marshal Boone in particular.
Hey, Peralta.
Hey, Boone, what are you doing here, you Nimrod?
There was a fire. Big question is, what are you doing here? What, did somebody call in a missing donut?
Boone regularly trades lame insults, pranks, and occasionally fisticuffs with Jake Peralta whenever the two meet up. One notable incident does see them bury the hatchet and hug it out, though.
You and I, we're gonna solve this thing together, okay? Okay. But first, let's hug like men!
Oh boy, this is happening.
What you may not have noticed or known about the character is that Boone was named for one of the show's executive producers, Marshal Boone.
I've been booned. Well, the joke's on him because I was out of shaving cream.
While the producer may have supplied Boone with his name, actor Patton Oswalt is unquestionably the one bringing the fire with his performance.
Detective Peralta, your fly's down. I made you look.
I didn't look and I'm wearing shorts. There is no fly.
That's not what your mom said.
Number 12, bad texts. Charles Boyle can be a little much sometimes.
A little much! A little much!
That's what we said, Boyle. So when the precinct members are forming group texts, Boyle is excluded.
Text chains, dozens of text chains, and I'm not on any of them.
It's nothing personal, it's just that he gets a little over-exuberant and texts way more than he should.
You're kind of an over-texter.
Over-texter? That's not even a thing.
Oh, really? So you don't remember the time you sent 97 unanswered texts in a 5-minute span?
My phone vibrated itself off the desk. I think it was committing suicide.
Although they eventually let him in on the groups, they soon come to regret it, with Gina claiming she'd rather be hit by a bus than read another text by Boyle. Unfortunately, her assertion proves prophetic, as the conclusion of the two-parter sees her abruptly hit by a bus while reading one of Boyle's texts.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Way to go, Jack!
Number 11, Captain Holt's portrait.
Scully,
Yeah.
get me my oils.
Paint or massage? I'll get both.
Here's a little detail you may have missed unless you were on the lookout for it. The portrait of Holt that Terry painted for him to cheer him up early in season 1 is actually hanging in Kevin's office at Columbia University towards the end of the same season.
Because he's gay, Raymond has been put through hell by his colleagues, many of whom, quite frankly, look exactly like you.
Devastatingly handsome.
In real life, by the way, Terry Crews actually is a gifted artist, so it's not such a stretch that his character is this talented at painting. Holt loves the portrait, and thinks Kevin will too because he looks so happy in it. Well, happy for Holt at least.
Thank you, Jake. You're welcome, Kevin. Call me Kev.
What? Oh, he told you to say that, didn't he?
Well, you are always playing pranks on me, Raymond. Just once, let me be the funny one.
Number 10, Parks and Rec props.
Are we gonna be graded, or is this just some pass-fail garbage?
Scale of 1 to 5.
That's how many letter grades there are. Feels like they're just being weird using numbers instead of letters.
Seeing as there's a close connection between Parks and Rec and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, what with writer and producer Michael Schur having worked on both shows, it's not so surprising that props from Parks and Rec were reused in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. As this Instagram post from Melissa Fumero, who plays Amy, points out. Could you imagine a crossover episode from the two shows? How amazing would that be? We think Amy and Leslie Knope would be super good friends and organize lots of binders or something.
This is gonna be fun. Are you excited?
Excited, yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes,
Are
definitely.
you pumped up?
Yes.
Okay, look humble, but confident.
Number 9. Terry's twins.
A year ago, my wife and I had twin baby girls, Cagney and Lacey.
They have adorable chubby cheeks.
You may have thought that Terry's twins, Cagney and Lacey, just had really cool sounding names. But there's more to it than that. Cagney and Lacey is also the name of the hit 1980s CBS show featuring Chris Cagney and Mary Beth Lacey as police officers in New York City.
Somebody at the door.
Hey, Sarge.
Sorry about the mess.
Hi, Cagney. Hi, Lacey.
Hey, your kids like the same kind of cereal as me.
The duo were known for portraying tough, realistic, and inspiring roles for women during a time when such roles were lacking. So with Terry naming his daughters after them, he's clearly honoring the original TV show for the impact it had on female representation in television and beyond. Just one more reason we love Terry.
But you're ready for this, right?
Absolutely. I just need to put my precious babies to bed with a story. The Ebony Falcon needs to read Go Dog Go.
Number 8. Holt's Twitter account is real.
Oh, okay. What's your handle? I'll be your first follower.
It's at 526-1796-D6E6-420-486-F6C74. It spells Raymond Holt in hexadecimal code.
Captain Holt isn't exactly on top of current pop culture and technology. This becomes all too apparent when his biggest competition for the position of commissioner takes to Twitter after a crisis, earning her big points in terms of public opinion.
Kudos to our brave officers.
Whoa, what is going on?
It's in all caps.
Eventually, Holt is persuaded to join Twitter himself. However, his single tweet is so stilted that his account is immediately suspended on suspicion that he's a bot.
Oh, look at that, an alert. I'm probably trending already. What? My account has been deactivated.
Twitter thinks you're a bot.
Why? I'm a human. I'm a human male.
The real kicker, though, this Twitter account is real and still has only a single tweet. It's just too bad that the Instagram account Holt and his husband make for their dog Cheddar isn't real. We need more of that fluffy boy in a beret.
Kevin saw your photos and was amused, so we started an Instagram account for Cheddar, who now has over 14,000 followers.
Number 7. Pride flag binders. Anyone who watches the show knows that Captain Holt is an openly gay officer and has taken his fair share of crap from less accepting New York City policemen.
Hello, I'm Raymond Holt.
Are you here to turn yourself in?
But what you may not have known is that in his office, there are a series of colorful binders arranged in the formation of the pride flag.
Cracked the case all by yourself. We're done here?
How cool is that? Also, if you look closely enough, you'll see a similar set of binders displaying the pride flag located just behind Gina's desk. We always knew Gina had Holt's back, but this just totally confirms it.
He'll veer left, into an upside-down garbage can propped up by a hockey stick and connected to a string that Gina is holding.
Number 6. Amy's pregnancy. File this missed detail under how did they do that? Did you know that Melissa Fumero was pregnant for the bulk of season 3? No? Neither did we.
I don't know. Is anyone gonna buy it? I mean, do I look pregnant?
I mean, I guess I can see it.
Of course, there's the reveal toward the end of the season where Amy fakes a pregnancy that allows her to appear on screen in all her pregnant glory, but for the rest of the season, she was written to always be carrying objects at belly height to hide her baby bump, and it worked incredibly well.
So, apparently the new captain survived, and his heart attack, not the craziest thing that happened at the precinct today. We kissed, like 3 hours ago.
Yes, we did kiss each other. For reals.
Like, shockingly so. Let's give it up for the directors for pulling this off. But let's also give it up for Melissa for working an entire season while pregnant.
What the hell do you think you're doing, huh? Showing my unborn baby how an ass gets kicked.
Number 5. Terry Crews art.
You know how you're really good at doodling?
I know you think you're complimenting me, but calling them doodles is an insult. You a big fan of Picasso's doodles?
In addition to being an all-around great guy, Sergeant Terry Jeffords has plenty of talents. One of the more unexpected of these is his skill in art. When a sketch artist is out sick, he's able to fill in for her with remarkable aptitude. He also manages to paint a portrait of Raymond Holt where the stoic captain allegedly looks happy.
I'd like to take this home for my husband. He'll be glad you made me look so happy. I was trying to make him look serious.
What's even more surprising, though, is that Terry's actor Terry Crews is a good artist in real life, too. Speaking with Jimmy Kimmel, he explained that he thought he'd wind up in special effects, and that he has actually worked as a court sketch artist before.
I was known as the artist football player. That was my thing.
Number 4, real romance.
Oh no, it's happening! Woo!
That's my future wife. So,
in the season 5 episode, The Puzzle Master, Amy is forced to investigate her favorite crossword puzzle author, Melvin Sturmley, for a recent string of arsons taking place across New York City.
Dum-dum, what are you thinking? Introducing Amy to her celebrity crush? Are you insane?
relax, Charles. It's not a crush. It's her nerdy crossword puzzling hero. I mean, the guy's got to be a massive dork. His name is Melvin Sturmley, for God's sake.
Jake, he's here. Come meet Melvin.
Hey, you can call me Vin.
But where is Nerd?
Mr. Sturmley turns out to be quite the handsome dude, and their chemistry begins to make a lot of sense when you find out that he's played by Amy's real-life husband, actor and former fashion model, David Fumero.
You can't wear a coat over a tank. You're not Ryan Gosling.
These two are super cute together, so it was nice seeing them in action side by side on the show.
Cool. I love verbs. Second favorite part of speech. After prepositions.
Yeah, words are cool.
Number 3, shredded paper wedding aisle. While investigating Seamus Murphy, a gangster threatening Captain Holt's husband Kevin, the precinct has to sift through a massive pile of shredded documents, looking for a way to bring Murphy down.
Amy, where'd you go?
Down here. I let the pile take me.
Amy and Terry struggle with the task, only for Scully to be surprisingly skilled at it.
Look, I got half a page.
Later in the season, Jake and Amy get married. Sharp-eyed viewers, or just those with good memories, will notice that the aisle created by Boyle with his DIY wedding decoration is made from the same shredded documents. Who knew the dirty laundry of a gangster could become part of such a magical moment? Number 2, Andy Samberg and Chelsea Peretti.
Attention squad, put your hands together for the long-anticipated reunion of DDC! DDC!
Jake Peralta has been friends with Gina Linetti since childhood, with each helping the other out of various jams during the show and reminiscing about their glory days.
I gotta say, I'm psyched to be hanging like this. Old school styles. Styles with a Z.
Oh, I could tell.
While their friendship on the show is fairly obvious to anyone watching, what viewers may not know is that their actors, Andy Samberg and Chelsea Peretti, have also been friends since they were kids. It certainly helps explain why their comedic chemistry on the show is so fantastic. Peretti has even admitted to having a crush on Samberg at a young age.
Grow up, Jake.
Grow up, Jake!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, thanks for your help.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Problem employees. Who did Gina kill? Dehydrator. Boyle lends it out to his lady friends.
Charles, wait!
Yes.
Your food dehydrator.
Well, here's your stuff. So, I guess it's officially over.
The Instagram photo on Amy's desk. This is a real pic taken by the actors.
Well, it's almost midnight. Why don't you try and use your key?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Quasi Cupcakes.
Gina.
Sorry, I was playing Quasi Cupcakes.
Crazy cupcakes?
Quasi with a W, a backwards W.
There's no such thing as a backwards W.
Yeah, there is.
Quasi Cupcakes is an in-show spoof on popular stacking games like Bejeweled and Diamond Mine. In fact, the fake mobile game became so popular after it appeared in the first season of the show, and Captain Holt became addicted to it, that a company was hired to create the app in real life, and it was actually available on app stores.
What you doing in here?
Nothing.
Okay, cool. Can I just see your phone?
I may have been playing Crazy Cupcakes.
This is easily one of our favorite episodes. What with Holt reprimanding Gina for playing the game and then being unable to stop playing it himself. Just remember though, there's no such thing as a backwards W.
Captain. Captain.
Sorry. I'm just about to enter Sprinkle City. They break the game into these idiotic worlds to give you some false sense of progress.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.